All right, welcome back to another episode of Barbershop Talk Like This. And I am your host,
You like that?
Trey the Barber.
And it's your boy Dicethebarber.
And today in the building, we got my man, my homie, funny man, comedian, writer, director, everything.
thing,
My
shit.
man Owen Smith, man. What's up with it, brother?
What's poppin'?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. This feels like where hip hop started. It's hot as shit in here. It's small. I feel like something good gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of good things come out of small places.
That's
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
man. This
So,
is
yeah.
real.
Man. So, first of all, again, I want to give thanks to the Lord for waking us up today and allowing us
indeed.
to be here to record this. And now we're going to start our show off with a shot. In case you didn't
this
know,
how we do, yeah.
This how we do. We start off with a shot.
Salud.
Salud.
Ow!
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Wait,
responsible.
rise and shine, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
So, for y'all
All up
that
in the
don't
chest.
know,
Woo!
for y'all that don't know, man, this guy right here, listen, I have known him for a little bit, and I've seen him on various things. I know he be working. I know he does stuff. But, man, last night I started doing my research on this guy, and so much shit kept popping up. It just kept popping up and kept popping up.
bing,
Like,
bing,
yo,
bing,
like,
bing.
tell the people a little bit about yourself, bro.
I'm bad at that, man. I'm a father. I'm a husband, and but I'm a comedian first. I'm a father, and goddamn, my wife's gonna listen to this. I already messed up.
Get it right.
Hey, blame it on the alcohol.
I know, I love my wife. I actually love being married. I'm one of those comedians to talk about that. But I started as a comedian first, and then everything that you read about came from doing stand-up. You know what I'm
As
saying?
I was doing my research, I found out some things about you that I did not know. I did not know that you were born in
Nassau,
the Bahamas. The
Yeah,
Nassau
proud.
Bahamas.
Yeah,
like, yo,
born in Nassau. Yeah, man.
Listen. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
I may be
He's
a little
always fucking
ignorant.
wrong,
I may be a little
I'm
ignorant.
saying this nigga not always wrong.
But the Bahamas is a U.S. territory, right?
Yeah, they got
Okay,
their
'cause-
independence from Great Britain in 1973, July 9th. I was born July 3rd, 1973. So they have
wow.
a funny, interesting rule. My son is technically a Bahamian citizen, meaning he can go there without needing a passport. Because I was born 6 days before they got their independence.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
I was a little worried about you, because Trump trying to get everybody the fuck out of here. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga Owen might be in trouble.
But I'm not scared of going back there. I took my wife and son there for the first time, and they loved it. And it's like, I'm glad I went back. I would have grown up there if my father didn't fuck up. My mom was like, I'm out of here.
So where did you grow up at? I mean, I know, but the
grew up
people.
in Prince George's County, Maryland.
Okay.
Oh,
PG
That's
County. That's where
our
G
boy
from.
Garrett.
That's where Kevin Durant's from.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things going on.
Oh, the young boy,
The young boy
YBN
Corday.
Yeah,
We was in his
up and
video,
coming,
so
yeah.
hey.
Yeah, I just nodded.
PG
like I knew the
coming
last
up.
guy, and I was like, yep.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna find out about him. His
I
name
can't
is
wait.
Corday, man. He up and coming rap
French
artist.
Oh, that's what's up.
Coming
Okay.
out of there.
Check him out. Yo, he's got this song on the internet right now.
Oh, word? All right.
Look up the video. We was in the video.
Yeah,
it's called Old Niggas. It's like it's a rebuttal to J. Cole's 1985 joint.
Yeah,
So
he
shit
bodied
is hot.
that shit.
Listen,
He bodied it.
that shit. Listen, because I'm gonna tell you this: out of all these little rappers that's coming up nowadays, right now, this kid is my favorite. Like he spits a little bit shit for the new school,
Right.
But he
dropping
spits
knowledge,
it
bro.
from the old school standpoint. Like he can really
See, Willie.
spit.
Yeah, man. People are hitting me up on this thing. This
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, see, that's how I go when you go
Barbershop
live.
talk like this. Bring that shit out.
Amber Bickham, love you.
What up?
Man,
So, how long have you been here in LA?
I moved in LA. You remember when Y2K was a thing?
Right.
Yeah.
I got funny
That's when
story.
I moved here.
Oh,
shit.
So all right. So I started stand-up comedy at 19 in a comedy
Keep for that
club.
fan.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you.
All right.
At a comedy club called the Comedy Connection in Greenbelt, Maryland. That's how we said it.
Merlin.
And at that time, also from that area, was Dave Chappelle, Martin Lawrence, Joe Claire, Red Grant. I know my man Mike Brooks, who's still there. Shout out to Mike Brooks.
Pierre from out there.
Pierre, yes, Pierre. So I mean,
Pierre
on and on and
funny than a
on.
motherfucker.
Yeah, man. And T-Rex, his cousin.
Y'all got some funny motherfuckers.
Lot of the comedy
Comedy
scene
Jam
in Maryland,
motherfuckers,
yeah,
man.
man. So if you for me personally as a 19-year-old, if I made anybody laugh in DC, I felt like I earned it. You know what I mean? Because it was,
it's hard because with all those comedians out there,
Tony Woods, like Donnell Rollins, like it just goes on and on. Yeah, man. And so I started at 19, and I don't want to tell the story real quick, but I just did like an open mic. Chris Paul was the first person to bring me on stage. And then I was at college. I went to Notre Dame. And that's what my man who does this. I went to Notre Dame, and
I heard you managing financing.
I did. I majored in finance. I knew I was going to be a comedian.
Hey, but they know how to handle his money.
But he's definitely going to make sure his money right.
Yeah, you got to, man. I majored in finance, and I studied Japanese for like a year and a half.
So you know Japanese?
Yeah. Sumimasen. That means excuse me. If you want to get extra sushi, you just go konbanwa, konogoro do desu ka?
Konbanwa.
That just means. Listen, bro, you have really just blown me the fuck away. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
but it's real. It's crazy.
You know how to say any cuss words?
Well, no, shit. Nah, I don't.
He took it in college. They trying to teach.
But I could probably breeze up on it. They have 3 alphabets.
Okay.
And
so 3?
Yeah, man. And so it's
You know how to write that shit?
I did. I was into it. I was into it. It was really cool because it's detail. And that's what writing is, that's what stand-up is. So I'm more attracted to things that
So you know how to draw?
I can. Yeah, I actually can, but I was young. I was always afraid to take a class. I thought it would ruin my technique. You know what I mean? Like I used to draw sneakers and then I would draw people. I actually would tag buildings, and my mom saw that shit when I was a kid. Yeah, man. Yeah, but I wasn't.
She beat your ass.
Yeah, I kind of just went away from it. Like, she whipped the artistry out of me, son. But I knew I was gonna be a comedian ever since I was 9 years old. So I ended up. I'm just saying I got to LA. So I moved to Chicago after Notre Dame, and that's why I became like a professional comedian, right? Mm-hmm. Where I was like working the road. I would just get a map of the USA Today and find out what comedy clubs were, call them, drive there, audition, and then book work, right? You would go up, do like 5 minutes.
You were determined.
Yeah, man. And I did that for 5 years, and I ended up falling, like everything that should happen to you in LA happened to me in Chicago, meaning like I was performing at this club called Zanies, and what up, cuz? My cousin just got Eddie. I was performing at this comedy club called Zanies, and the Star Search model winner walked in. He had like an entourage. He wanted to do comedy. So I got bumped, and by bump meaning like my spot. They were like,
they kicked you off.
Yeah, they're like, yo, this model's going up.
with the person with the bigger name.
Yeah, this pretty dude walked in. He was all cool. I was like, man, who is this? Yeah, and he went on stage and stunk. It was terrible. And it was funny. The owner was upstairs feeling good. And he heard the dude bomb, and you could just hear him coming downstairs. Oh, get up there. I'm like, no. So I went on stage. Yeah, I went on stage, and I love going on stage after people eat it. And so I went on stage and destroyed it. And when I got off stage, his agent handed me a card. Go, who are you? Do you have representation? Like that's
Owen Smith.
Yeah, I got quote unquote discovered in Chicago, right? So she gives me this card, and they were the top agency in Chicago at the time. Ended up taking an acting class. Because all the comedians were like, yo, that's the top agent. So I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So I turned the only acting class available on that spot was a commercial class at Act One Studio. Shout out to them. And in acting class, that's when I learned that I could do this. Like I never thought that I would act, but I was in acting class and everybody read the same stuff, and you watch it play back. I go, this is what this is. I don't do this shit. You know what I mean? It was literally.
Did it seem easy?
Yeah, it was. Well, I wouldn't say easy. It was. It was interesting. Character. Yeah, but it was like, yo, everybody we know is animated. Like for us, they have to talk us down because we come in like, yeah, you know. And for other people, they have to pull it out of them. But we come in like, what's up, you know? Right. And so I was already there, so they just had to teach me how to
dumb it down a little bit.
Maybe grounded because the screen is big. So for you being like all over the place, it might not read. You know what I mean? So I was like, I could do this. Ended up booking commercials. So it was like found money. Then ended up doing voiceover stuff. Now you just talking shit. Like voiceover, they pay you to read out loud. So I didn't know that was a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, like commercials like that one guy. Miller. Like,
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And if you get a voiceover where it plays on radio and on TV, back then you would make 50 grand.
Wow.
Right.
Like, that's a come up, my nigga. Like
a
for
20-year-old, 22-year-old.
You ballin'.
Like,
You ballin', man. Ballin'. You know how niggas like to buy jewelry and splurge and
yeah,
shit.
for reading something for 15 minutes and it ends up you like, what? This is crazy. So I just didn't even know that aspect of the business existed. And I was making money like that in Chicago, and then I started doing colleges. And so when you do a college, you make you do a comedy club, you got to work for 5 days, like Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, 5 days. You do like between 7 and 9 shows, and you might make, back then, like to headline, like featuring, I was making maybe between $700 and $900, right, a week. When you living by yourself, that's cool. But a college, you can make that in one night. So, it's technically 3, you got to fly there, perform, and then fly back. But in one night, you could stack it. You could do more than one college. So back then, I was doing colleges at like $1,500 a pop. So I would do like 3 or 4 a week. And then I'd do the voiceover, and then I'd book a commercial. So I was making over 6 figures. And
then with your finance education,
yeah,
you
well,
knew
nah,
what
I
to
was
do with that
being
money.
dumb. I was dating. All that money was gone. My mom was like, "Where's your money?" And I was like, "I was flying this girl in."
I had steak this day. I had lobster this day and shit.
I was doing all that dumb stuff. I wasn't thinking.
I had some Alizé and some Henny and shit.
man.
Nigga.
Last night I was watching a little bit of the special. You know,
Good luck everybody.
Good Luck
Oh yeah,
Everybody.
wow, yeah.
And I really enjoyed the story how you told how you wasn't a player.
I'm not.
and you packed the luggage to trick a girl.
Yeah, the
You know
picnic
what I'm saying?
basket story.
I think said that's how I got to LA.
Tell the people.
Oh wow. All right. So you ever have somebody who they just stayed a little bit too long, like the next morning? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you like,
Spend the
how
night.
the fuck I'm gonna get them up out of this?
I haven't in the last 13 and 14. Listen, last 15
Since
years.
you've been married, same, yeah. But it's like I used to. They call them grazers, right? And so
They got a name for them.
they had a name for them, and so I
Fucking
couldn't get.
grazer.
Yeah, and my boys would always clown me because I would just tell them, man, she took my Saturday, she took my Sunday, she took, you know what I mean?
Like she ain't want to fucking leave.
Yeah, and I was, I didn't know how to be like, yo, you gotta go. Like, and back then, 112 had this video where he got in an argument with this girl and he just pulled over and pointed. And she got out. I was like, fuck out of here. Like, like that's all I gotta do, man. No, I couldn't do that. Like, and so one of my boys, he had this theory. He goes, yo, this is what you do. You get a picnic basket. Truth is, he said it with a straight face. You get a picnic basket, right? You pack it. You leave it by the door, right? Next time she come over, you tell her you got a picnic to go to in the morning.
Like
She
a fucking
can't stay the
picnic.
night like she normally do. I'm like, what?
Oh shit.
And so I'm like, yo, that we said it so confident. I was like, that works. He was like, every time I go, she don't want to go to the picnic. Nah, she ain't expecting it, man. I was like, all right. So first thing, I never even thought of where do you get a picnic basket from? You know what I mean? And this was I didn't even think to like go on Google, and Amazon wasn't where it
Yeah, it
was
wasn't
back then.
yeah.
So we went to Target or a version of that store. And they had them. But it was we just missed the sale. It was almost like he was telling everybody on the block that,
Like, yo, nigga, go get a picnic basket. Everybody went. You like, nigga.
yeah. So all that was left this picnic basket cost like $179. I was like, I could pay her to leave for that.
Was it like one of those wicker pickets?
Yeah, yeah, and it opened on both legs. It had the thing that went up like this. Yeah, man. For a picnic basket, son.
Just to kick a motherfucker out. Like, I'm about to spend $79 to get this bitch out of my fucking crib. Like, what the fuck, nigga?
Yep.
Did you get the checker blanket and everything to put on top of it?
I know. After all that, you be up like $250. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get alcohol, all that. So no. So I didn't do that. And my man said, just remix it, get a suitcase, and just tell her you got a flight in the morning. Because, you a comedian, you can sell that.
Yeah.
And I thought that was brilliant.
That's smart as shit.
I really did, man. I just bought a quick like $19 little suitcase, and this is back in the day when we still had phone books, and so I just packed it for weight. I put a phone book, dirty clothes, and she came over like faster than I thought. She was knocking on the door, and I just threw a boot in there, zipped it up, left it in the middle of the bag in the living room. Opened the door. And let's call her Sheila for legal reasons. And
You got you.
yeah, she had her overnight bag. You know how women be having that big ass bag and all. And opened the door. She saw the bag in the middle of the room. She was like, "Oh, we going on a trip? Will you taking me?" I was like, "No, we ain't going on no trip. I got a trip. I got a last minute flight. So you can't spend the night like you normally do." And she goes, I wish you told me that before I drove all the way over here. I said, I know it just happened. I'm so sorry. So you want me to walk you to your car? No. You know what? That's God. That's God talking. You know what I'm saying? That's good. But, why don't you, you know what? Let me take you to the airport in the morning.
Oh, shit.
Right.
There's no Uber or Lyft to come back.
Nah. And she goes,
like the homie coming.
right.
I already got a ride.
Right,
Yeah, we going together.
Yeah, I was like, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do No, I insist. You know what I'm saying? I've been reading this book. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me. It's about, I just want to do this for you. What time's your flight? I didn't think to lie out this far. So I just made it up. I go, 8 in the morning. Well, you need to be there 2 hours in advance. Wake me up at 5:30 in the morning.
So she's staying the night anyway?
Yeah, stayed the night. We ain't even do nothing
And
now.
you got to get up hella early.
Next morning.
Yeah. So what happened when she took you to the
Next
airport?
morning, I'm in the car, man, being driven to O'Hare Airport.
And you thinking like, what the
5:30 in the
fuck
morning
am I gonna
with a
do?
red suitcase in the back. Because I don't have the courage to tell the
With one
truth.
fucking boot.
One fucking boot, dirty clothes,
and
a
a
phone
phone
book. This is just the beginning of terrorist times, too, son. Like, you can't, if they checked me, I'd have been
They
gone.
gonna like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, man.
Nigga?
Yeah, man. So then she drops this on me. We driving down to down O'Hare. She goes, I forgot to tell you, I'm locked out and my roommates don't get back till Monday. So can I stay at your spot since you're not gonna be there?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. And so I just go, you can stay.
It's like now I gotta find somewhere to go.
Because I was gonna catch a cab back home.
Yeah.
$50 lie, right?
Like I can't go home. Now I gotta stay at somebody else's house and stay inside.
And stay inside, baby. Yeah. People telling me to wave. I'm waving. I see y'all. Yeah. And then,
No, they waving at you.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, damn. I'm old as shit. They went, what's up, y'all? All right. I thought they were telling me to wave. I was like, people keep telling me to wave.
See, look, they waving at me too, nigga. This nigga stupid as shit.
I'm waving at people. I'm old as shit.
Yo,
all right.
Yo,
Hold on, let her finish.
Go.
Oh, so then it's 5:30 in the morning. None of my boys are up. Everybody I'm calling to come get me is going straight to voicemail. So I just go through my regular routine. I bought a paper. I got a little bit of coffee. Coffee ran through me. I go to the bathroom. My phone rings when I'm in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And I look at it. It's Sheila. And I just answer it. I go, hey, what's up? She's like, hey, I made it back to your place. Okay. Did you make your flight? Are you on the plane? You gotta keep the line going. I was like, yeah, I'm on the plane right now. Yeah, I gotta go. They just closed the doors of the plane. They telling me I gotta hang. I'll call you when I land. Well, how long is the flight? Like 5 hours, 5.5 hours. I'm going to Boston. Okay, but have to say, hang up. And I'm washing my hands in the sink. And it was this dude in the suit, businessman, washing his hands in the sink. He never looked at me. He's just looking in the mirror and he goes, was that your wife or girlfriend you told that lie to?
Because he don't take 5.5 hours to go to Boston. Nigga.
Right. I know you in Chicago. And I was like, wait. So I go, he goes, hey man, you know you gotta turn your phone off, don't you? Why?
I was just about to say that shit.
Yep. He said, you just told her you're gonna be in the air for 5 hours.
If your shit rings
once. Yeah, he was like, if your shit rings once, he go, that's your ass. So then I say, thanks, man. He looked at me, he goes, hey, we gotta stick together. And then as I'm turning my phone off, his phone comes into my frame and goes, hey, you mind telling my wife I was with you?
Oh, shit.
I was like, all right. He goes, your name is Harold. Go. I go, all right, hey, man. And so I'm just in the airport. I ain't know what to do. So I just bought a one-way ticket to L.A. And that's how I got into showbiz.
Wow. Are you serious? So you was like, fuck, I'm just going to get
in my spots.
I'm just gonna take over the rent and this motherfucker till this nigga come back.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
That nigga never answered the phone again when she
man.
called.
Hey, Sheila, man, shit, fucked up, Sheila.
True
But
story.
yo, if I was you, I would have found the nigga who told you to get the picnic basket because that motherfucker. I was like, because that nigga set the whole shit up. He was like, well, no, what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know,
I talked to him. He just like, you did it wrong. That's what he told me. That's what everybody tell you when they give you shitty advice. Yo, I got a kid now. You
I'm like,
did
well,
it
what the
wrong.
fuck else was I supposed to do, nigga? Like, I did everything, nigga. I was thinking on the run, goddammit.
You did it wrong. Yeah, man. True story, man. And so what I did, honestly, I took that story and I wrote a TV pilot. I took a pilot writing class and I used that story to write a pilot in the structure of a TV show, and that got me my first deal.
I was just about to say, did you write that shit because that shit is fucking hilarious?
Yeah, man. I put it in the context of like, you know, just kind of loosely how I told you. And
everyday shit, man. Like you could turn that shit into a motherfucking sitcom, man.
All
like
day,
it's
man.
crazy.
Hey,
yo.
well, thank you, Sheila, because you set on a whole new life.
Yeah, the dude, what's his name?
Ben Kane, a fantastic actor.
Ben Kane set that shit up, know what I mean, for Sheila to do what she did to get Owen on right now. You know what I'm saying?
man,
if it
Ben
wasn't for
Kane.
him, and it wasn't for that motherfucker in the stall next to him, like, hey, man, listen, we probably wouldn't even know Owen.
Yeah,
So
man.
you got a bunch of credits here. I saw recently you was writing on Blackish, you was writing on Survivor's Remorse.
Yeah.
I also saw you on Survivor's Remorse.
Yeah, that was
Like, that
fun.
nigga, listen, he played Mike Epps' homeboy, and this nigga was coming at the gay niece, nigga. The niece was gay,
shit.
but that nigga Owen was not taking that. Nigga said, you know what?
She was a lesbian, not gay.
Yeah.
She was a lesbian, not
Erica
gay.
Ash.
That's still gay?
Nah, I mean, for a female, nigga, you say lesbian.
Nigga, if she's a lesbian, she's gay.
I mean, shit, she
Fuck outta
gay.
here.
I
What
mean,
the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Dudes,
Nigga, if-
dudes
listen,
that's gay,
nigga-
I mean, that's gay. Females is lesbians.
No, nigga, females is gay too. I don't give a fuck if
Man,
you
listen,
wanna,
but that just ain't,
specify
man,
as a
whatever,
lesbian,
nigga. Like, nah, I
nigga,
mean,
listen,
if you gonna
you
say
are
shit
with
right.
the same sex, this shit is fucking gay, nigga. I don't give a fuck what fucking sex you are, male or female. If you with the same sex,
Nigga,
sexually,
man,
your ass is fucking gay.
but you
nigga.
can't say that shit. You can't go to a lesbian and be like, yo, you gay. Know what
She
I mean?
gonna be like, yes, nigga, I'm gay.
No, because gay motherfuckers like dudes. Know what I mean? Lesbians like females. Know what I mean? So female,
fuck kind of shit
nigga,
is
no,
this?
it's the
Nigga,
truth.
Nigga,
it's
you
the
sound
truth.
you sound retarded.
How?
You sound retarded.
Real talk,
You
real talk
sound
though.
retarded.
Real talk though, Owen. Know what I mean?
Oh
What is
my
it?
God.
What is it? Know what I mean? Because if you're gay, you like dudes.
I would say,
Nigga, gay
if
is
you,
gay.
I feel like if you know her, you could call her gay and she'll be cool. But if you trying to come respectful, you should probably start with the L word.
Yeah, exactly.
Nigga,
That's what I'm saying.
If you don't know her, I would say
like
that,
you're.
man.
If I
she's a
listen,
lesbian.
if I didn't know her and I saw her with another female, I'd be like,
Oh, you gay? You would.
nigga,
And she gonna cuss you the fuck out.
I had no, nigga. Listen, I've had a
No, no.
nigga. My homegirl from barber school was gay.
But just like
Nigga,
he
and I
said,
asked her,
but just
"Yo,
like
you
he
gay?"
said, but just
She-
like he said, if you know her, you could call her that. But if
would
you
think
don't,
that's-
know what I mean, if
Man,
you coming at her
listen.
like that, you know what I mean, she gonna cuss you the fuck out. I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't
What I'm
gay.
saying.
Know what I mean, I don't like niggas. You know what I'm saying? I like bitches.
I don't think that's true, Dice. So.
Nigga, it is.
No.
Well,
Listen,
we're gonna do our
I'ma tell
research
you
and we're gonna
this.
get back to y'all
Listen,
motherfuckers.
Not
on that
to
shit.
offend anybody, but if you mess with the same sex, I don't care if you're male or female, I am going to call you gay.
That's his ignorance. That's his ignorance.
Whatever. Listen, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do they have the gay pride parade or do they have the lesbian pride parade?
I think they have both, don't they?
No.
That was a nice try to say.
I tried, nigga. You know what I mean?
Following Wednesday, they got the lesbian driver. This brother tried to save it. Y'all, you refuse to lose. You know, I'm not gonna lose on this one.
So anyway, I got some couple questions for you. So I remember seeing you at the rap party for
I was
Blackish,
great
know what I'm
seeing
saying?
you. I was like, yo.
Yeah. So how was it working? How was it working on the show? How was it working with Kenya
great,
Barris?
man. It was great. Like Kenya and I met Kenya. Kenya is one of the nicest human beings.
He used to come to the shop too.
Yeah, he's a shop friend.
He's genuinely like he's a beacon of light, man. Like he'll make you feel like you could do anything. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's because he has so many kids and he has to be. I mean, and it's just a genuine.
He
You know what I
just
mean?
seemed like a calm
Yeah,
dude.
he seems so. He's a guy that you trust and you feel safe with, like immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
loves to laugh, and if you could get a Kenya Barris laugh, it'll make your day. Like, cause he's it's like it's his whole body laughs.
Right.
But if it ain't funny, he'll just. You're like, oh no!
Okay.
Yeah, man. But I met him when I worked on my first Writers Guild job. Are We There Yet? That was my first Writers Guild job.
With Cube, with Ice Cube.
Yeah, with Cube.
I was gonna ask you about that too. in a
man,
minute,
that
so.
was dope. And but I was so nervous as a new writer, because I didn't know the writers' room rules. I just didn't know how to be a writer because I'm coming straight from comedy. So, like the way comedians speak and the way writers speak is it's a different language. Like comedians, like, nah, man, that ain't funny. It's funny if you say this. You can't talk to a writer like that. You have to say different language. You have to go piggybacking off of what you said. You know, what if we did this? You can't be like, man, that's bullshit. Like comedians is just real, a little.
You just
a little
straight, you
more hard.
100,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
if we say we 100.
Yeah, 100. And so I didn't know that. I didn't know
So you was shitting on people when you went there like, yo, that ain't funny. They was looking like, oh.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought that we were all here to, I mean, I cared about the project just as much as everybody else, but it was just where I was coming from. It's like the environment
and you thought they was coming with some corny shit and you was letting them know this shit
and
whack.
it's Cube. And I was like, man, come on. And so you can't do that. I was doing stuff. I would slow down the room sometimes where I would go, yeah, so-and-so do that joke. And you shouldn't do that. Like if you hear a joke, if someone pitches a joke that you know a peer of yours says, you should just let it ride. Like I wrote this thing for another writer of mine called like the 10 Comedy Room Commandments because it was something that I had to learn. And so some of the writers they didn't really fuck with me when I was on that show, but Kenya was a kind guy. So when I got my first script, I sent it to him. I was like, yo, before I turn this in, can you look at it? And he gave me some great feedback on it, so I felt more confident like turning it in. So I knew him from back then. So when he got Blackish, I was super happy for him, man. And he reached out to me to write for season 1, but it just didn't work out. And then season 4, he reached out to me again. Like, he'll just call you. And he was like, yo, no. I forgot how it happened. I wrote another script, and I think my agent at the time got me in, but he didn't stop it. He really welcomed it, and he hired me. Right. And it was great, man. It was just great to watch.
Cause he know he's an old time friend, so it's kind of like, he's the type of person he tries to help everybody out if he can.
Man.
If he can.
He's a real dude. Like he's real genuine. Like I done bumped into Kenyon and other. I remember I ran into him in fucking Best Buy.
Hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, what up? You know, we chopped
real
it up.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
he's a real successful dude that he don't let all that get to his head. Like if he knows you and he sees you, you know what I'm saying? He will definitely
keep it
be like,
100.
so what's going on with you? And all that other shit.
What's good with you? That's his question. What's good with you?
Yeah.
I tell him, I go, I never know how to answer that question.
Like I ran into him in the fucking movies one time with the whole family. And like, oh, what up? I mean, they still doing karate and shit. You know what I'm saying? His kids was doing karate, so I used to see him over there.
Yeah, he's dope, man.
So working with Cube, how was it working with Cube?
Man, Cube is like, he's one of them dudes that don't waste words, right? Like you would see him sitting on set, and I would think of a joke pitch and go tell him. What's cool is when you make Cube laugh, he laugh with his whole body too, and his laugh was like, it's like he's got this little. So he laughed like a nerd. Wow. And he would go nail it like, and but he saw that I was always like kind of like. I didn't want to say nothing dumb around him, you know what I mean? I had so much respect for him and whatnot. So one day he broke the ice. He was like, I'll be seeing you in them commercials, nigga. Hey, man. So he made it cool for me to at least say, you know, what's up. But I think he respected that I wasn't like just coming over there talking for talk's sake, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then he was the ultimate professional, man. Always knew his line. What I learned from Cube is and most great artists, like a Kenya, everybody, they are honest, right? So if one time I went to go see Cube perform at BB King's in New York.
In New York, yeah. In the Bronx, right?
I don't know where it is. I feel like it's in Manhattan. BBQ.
Oh, yeah. No. It is.
Dice is always trying to talk shit.
I know, man. But
because they
said
got
it so confident, I almost like,
because they got one in the Bronx, too. But anyway, go ahead.
That's what they do the lesbian parade.
Good callback, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Great job. I love it.
So I went. I was so excited to go. And his son, this is before he did the movie, his son opened up for him.
Right.
And I forgot the name of the song, but it was so funny. Like father and son was singing about fucking bitches. And I was like, that's the kind of dad I want to be, where your son feels like he could be like, yeah, I'm fucking bitches. I wrote a song about it, Dad. And I was like, hey.
Let's put it together.
I was like, it was just great to see that. And this is O'Shea. He has 2 sons and they both rapped. It was amazing. Then Cube went up and what was so funny, older rappers, show started at 8:03. You heard yay. Like,
right.
you wasn't waiting.
They was on time.
Yeah, you wasn't waiting till 12:40. Like, all right, they say I got 20 minutes. It's like, yo, we've been here since 8. Cube came out at 8:03, did the show, but I noticed, New York, they hip hop snobs, and so they weren't like I was over there like, oh, that was the shit. And but I noticed the crowd was just kind of like,
because they wanted to hear some East Coast shit.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck, I wish I experienced. I didn't know that I wish I experienced him when he did the House of Blues out here before it closed down. Because that would have been where you want to see Cube, right? Yeah. So I went back to work that following week and I go, yo, man, thanks so much for tickets. I go, I really loved the show. He goes, really? Because that was our worst show. like he said it. You know what I mean? And I could feel it because it was just the crowd. They loved it, but they were like, "You're not from New York," so they were giving them that kind of like.
Yeah, they kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? They like,
yeah, they appreciate it, but they weren't like, oh.
You ain't Nas though.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean?
they were doing like in their car when they was coming over there. It was just like, but for him to say that, I was going, oh wow, he was just really honest about his art, man. That's why I think he's so successful. Because when you get to a place where you just go, I know my shit was dope. Yeah, we killed that. It was like, he was able to just, honestly, and he did that. I saw him do that with scripts. I saw him do that. And that never left me. Because whenever I work with an artist who just doesn't have any humility like that, I'm like, this is gonna be tough.
Right.
Yeah.
So that brings me to my next question. Mm-hmm. Okay, out of all the people that you've worked with, who was the best and who was the worst?
You can't really say too much.
Nigga,
you can't say the
hold on.
worst.
Be quiet. If you can answer that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you're a comedian.
I mean, but he still got to work. So you can say the best, but don't, you might want to
well, you know what?
Worse.
You know what? I could actually say this answer this way, and he would appreciate it. I think he'd be cool with it. The best person that I ever worked with, in what regard? Like as a stand-up, or you talking about writing game? Like what are you talking about? Like
however you feel. I don't really care. I mean, like what job have you just like, you know what? I would do this job 100 times more than any other job.
Okay, I'll tell you what that is.
I'll
tell you what that is. When I was working on Everybody Hates Chris, that was the funnest time of my life. Like I laughed hard every day. And I did not know it was because that show was run so non-traditionally. The showrunner, Ali Leroy, had a mantra. He was like funniest wins. So he wasn't really hung up on status, rank, if you were executive producer or if you were just, a staff writer. If you had something funny, he would figure out a way to use it. And so I thought every show was like that. So in that regard, he was the best for me. But in that regard, he was also the worst because when I went to other shows, I would talk out of order.
Because
you
it
ain't
was
supposed to talk
untraditional.
next. Yeah.
Shut the fuck
And he would
up.
tell me, he was like, yeah, I fucked you up. He would tell me I fucked you up because I'm like, don't nobody else think funniest wins? He was like, nah, man. People got mortgages, they trying to get home. Nah, man, but this show sucks. You can't say that, you gotta figure out a way. And so he was like the best and the worst. Like as far as like I would say, but light on the worst. He was as far as seeing that cat run a show and he'd never run a show before, and then to have the critical success that it had, and just the environment where he, I don't know, I love the way he worked.
I feel like sometimes like some of the best entertainment comes from those who don't know the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it's just organic. When when you just allowed to be yourself, rather it's music, rather it's comedy, rather it's, film or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like
then you
when
start thinking too much.
Yeah, because when you don't know the rules, you're like, yo, this is what I would want to see.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like roles in comedy,
it's the
right?
best.
You know what I mean? Like what they say, comedy, like it's like coming threes or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you know this or not, but I did stand-up comedy a couple of times.
I'm not surprised.
Like years ago. But I knew nothing about it. Like the first time I did it, I was there to see a show.
Oh.
And so and the people on the stage, they wasn't that funny. You know what I'm saying? And my nigga that I'm sitting there with, he was like,
funnier than these motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was like, nah. Shut the fuck up. He was like, I'm about to go talk to dude.
Put this nigga on.
So I look, we've been drinking. I'm like, all right, go ahead.
See you get me up there.
Listen, so he ran up there and talked to dude. So dude came over to me. He was like, yo, you want to do some time? I was like, nigga, instantly I got shook. I was like,
That nigga funny.
He's like, yo, your man said you funny. He said you can do it. He's like, I think you can do it. I was like, fuck it, I got the liquor. I'm like, let's go for it.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
So he goes up there.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, never mind. That nigga looked at me, he said, too late. Coming to the stage, we have a new comedian.
Oh, shit.
Listen, so I'm like, oh, shit. So I go up there.
He's like, this shit's
and
happening.
So I had my wife, we was just dating at the time. I had my wife and my homeboy there. So I just basically, I just talked to them. But I knew common sense
that's
to look
brilliant,
at everybody else. But I basically had a conversation with them and people was laughing and then, he gave me like 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And so he came down, he was like, yo, you funny. He was like, come back next week. He's like, go home, write some shit down. I'll give you 10 minutes. I'm like,
now his confidence is up like word. Nigga, I'm about to be a comedian and shit.
Nigga, I'm writing.
Yeah.
I did this shit. I basically did this shit for maybe like a month and a half or 2 months, right? I knew nothing about the comedy game. I didn't know nobody in comedy but this particular guy. And he was helping me out at first, and I really think I started to, like, people was really laughing, and I think he kind of got jealous.
Yeah, of course. That's what happens.
And the nigga stopped calling me. He
what
stopped
happened.
answering my questions. So I didn't know where to go from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm
we all
calling
got those stories.
people places in Hollywood. It's like, oh, you got to come in for an audition. I'm like, nigga, I got to work.
Yeah, what
I don't
happened
have time for audition.
Yeah. What happened was people was coming up to him and was like, I came to your show. You know who was really good? Not you.
That nigga Trey.
He was talking about you. That Trey dude was so funny. He was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
and then he started. But you want to know what? In the barbershop, a lot of comedians that come into the barbershop, they end up stealing a lot of jokes from this nigga right here.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So,
there has been people that still like
motherfuckers came back to the shop and was
I had a comedian. I won't say who they are, but I had a comedian come back.
What's his name rhyme with?
No, I'm not gonna say that. So because if I say that, you're gonna get it like right away. So I had a comedian come back and was like, yo, he was like, remember that? He was like, remember we was in the shop and we was talking about this and you said this? I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, such and such took that shit word for word and went up on stage with that
and
shit.
killed
He was like, it killed it.
Yeah.
I was like, word.
Man,
He was like, so I walked up to him after and I was like, yo, you remember Trey said that shit in the barbershop? He was like, the nigga was like, yeah, you know, but, you know.
Like you know, a lot, you be in the barbershop. A lot of funny shit happen, like, and we all say funny shit, man.
Yeah.
And it's like now, comedians, they ask us, they be like, yo, I'm using that. It's cool? I'm like, nigga, I ain't no fucking comedian. Use that shit.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. That is the only thing that you learn when you start doing it professionally. Like, you got to claim your words. Like, before somebody say a story, they be like, people be lying. Yeah, man, I be doing this on stage, and then they start telling the thing, or I'm thinking of doing this on stage. Cause somebody will take it.
Nigga, listen, like I was at a comedy show and, nigga, listen, I swear to God, you know what I mean? Garrick was there, you know what I mean? And Damian Wayans was like up there doing a set and he was saying some shit, and I kind of like ad-libbed and I screamed something out and he was like, I'm taking that. I was like, yo, that's what's up. Damian Wayans gonna take my motherfucking joke, nigga. I was like, that's dope as shit.
Dope.
And the next thing you know, nigga motherfucking used it.
Wow.
He used it?
Nigga, he used it, yeah. Yo, that shit was funny as shit because it went right along with what the fuck he was talking about. He probably didn't think about it, you know what I'm saying, until he actually heard it and was like, nigga, that makes fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It was something about being wrong with some girl's ass, you know what I mean? And then I said, nigga, that's asphalt. You know what I'm saying? Then he was like, I'm taking that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Joke.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean, it added in. I got a question for you and shit. So, when you first, when you was starting out and you was doing, stand-up and shit like that, how was the process of, like, you standing in front of the mirror and like, going over your shit? And I mean, like did you laugh at yourself, you know what I'm saying, as you was doing it?
First of all, before we get into that, because you said you've wanted to be a comedian since you were 9 years old.
Yeah.
Who inspired you and what made, or how did you know that I want to do this?
All right, long story short. So I came from the Bahamas. I got light eyebrows. I got a big forehead. I'm black. I grew up in a black neighborhood, but I look different from everybody.
Man, you do got light eyebrows.
Yeah.
Listen, hold on, time out. I thought my eyebrows was like this. People say I have no, nigga, you really have no fucking eyebrows.
Nigga, like people don't even know your emotions, nigga. Like.
Is he smiling or is he angry?
Is
like,
he
I really
mad?
don't know. Like, is this nigga surprised?
I didn't realize it till, like, I would be around people with fabulous eyebrows, and I'd be like, I just don't like this nigga for some reason. And I was like,
so you hate Anthony Davis?
I can't stand that nigga, man.
Nigga,
I don't even know him.
Motherfuckers with unibrows and shit, like, nigga, you got brows at least.
I thought I had the lightest eyebrows in the world, but now nigga,
Yeah,
y'all changed my life.
Whenever I do TV, I be like, you gotta add some of this to this brow shit. And sometimes they do it too much, but yo, that look crazy.
That's
but yeah,
as
so
shit.
when you outside playing, kids would be like, yo, where you from? I'm like, I'm from that apartment right there. You just seen me come out. Nah, where you from?
Yeah.
I had to be like, I'm from the Bahamas. And I had a lisp, bro. I'm from the Bahamas. They're like, you Bahamamanian? And so then
Bahamamani?
Yeah, they start joning. We called it joning. They start joning or going in. I think in the Midwest they call it signifying or roasting. And
yeah.
So I had to get good. Bagging. And I used to go home crying. And my mom, she like unleashed the Holy Ghost. She goes, if they make fun of you, you make fun of them right back. Like she gave me permission. So I just started making fun of people. And that's why I learned the line. Like some people I would make cry. Some people would want to fight me. And like people would want me they kind of would want me on their team when we would start chilling. You know what I'm saying? But then I would just also
so y'all had joining groups? Like y'all had cliques and shit?
It was like, we do them shows that you see, like the roast battle, like we grew up doing that.
It's like three of us who gonna go battle.
Yeah, man, let's get this nigga shoes.
As y'all walking up, y'all looking at their whole body like, how I'm gonna get this?
All day, man. We would get, man. And people would join on me. Like, I remember my mom one time bought me some shoes from Kmart. Some Pumas.
Shit.
Some Pumas from Kmart. But they was Pumas, so I thought I could pull it off, and I'm wearing them outside.
They Bobo Pumas.
I remember this little kid, I didn't even know he could read. He was like, man, he got them from Kmart's. I seen that in the paper. The whole neighborhood just went in on me the whole afternoon. They joined to my shoes so tough, the sole came off. Like the shoes just quit. The glue separated me.
The shoes started getting embarrassed. They started shriveling up like, oh, shit.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but it builds like your spirit. Like, so you don't have no, like Chappelle said, brittle spirit. Yeah, it's the opposite. You don't get mad at stuff like that, but you also learn how to come back. And I grew up in the Jericho era, so I had the best little Jericho Jones or whatever. But then, aside from bringing people down, I would also just build people up. Like I was just funny. Like if people sat with me long enough, I would be the dude to whisper, "Hey, say this," and they would say it, or somebody telling a story, I would say something quick, like, and they would just start. And I just loved that. And I loved, like, making people laugh.
So you kind of had to come up with jokes, even though you didn't see the people, but just, like, jokes that you knew would just hit hard.
Yeah, and I just liked the sound of laughter.
Like,
yeah.
Motherfuckers, I will.
Yeah, and I just liked the sound of laughter. I just liked, and I think, like, if I went to therapy about it, I think it was just, not having a dad in the home, it was kind of like I was getting this approval from like other
you was accepted.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Through jokes.
Yeah, through being funny. And so then I used to go to, we call it a babysitter. My mom, sometimes when she would, I guess, go on dates or whatever, she never bought another man. I never saw another man around her, but if she went on a date or whatever.
Good mom.
Yeah, I would spend the night at this babysitter's house, and they were real Christian. Like, I would go to church with them. They went to the kind of church where people got the Holy Ghost, like the best church.
Oh, they went to a Pentecostal church.
Not Pentecostal. I think it was Baptist, but like right on the cusp. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they was
they had the symbols like
Baptist-costal.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And so, but they had HBO. I don't know if they had it legal, illegal. They had HBO.
They had the box with the little hit. You get the thing. Yeah.
And HBO was Channel 6 in the DMV, and they turned it on Channel 6, and Eddie Murphy Delirious came on.
Oh.
And so it was like, representation matters, because like I seen this dude with the same skin complexion as me. If I had a curl, I figured my shit would look like his. And I'm watching him just make all these people laugh. I didn't know what it was, but whenever he said something, they would laugh and they would be crying, but they would curse, so they would turn the channel. Ooh, Lord, y'all can't watch. I can't hear y'all watching this. Maybe he stopped cussing, and they turn back, and he would do something. Norton start laughing. Oh, Lord, he cussing. But I was like, what is that called? And the baby said, that's called a comedian, baby. He's a comedian. I go, that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Just not in that outfit. I remember thinking, because I thought that outfit was cool as shit. But see, I got a high booty. I can't sell leather pants, fam. So I was like, I knew my fashion limitations. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad you brought up Delirious, because Delirious, like, for me, was my first like real introduction to comedy, because Eddie he was funny, and he, even though he talked about adult topics, he talked about it in a way that us as kids could still understand. You know what I'm saying? Especially I was a bad kid, so my knowledge was far beyond what I should have been. But like, to me, like, Eddie Murphy was my first like real interaction with stand-up comedy.
Yeah, man.
And,
hilarious.
And I remember Delirious was my favorite.
Richard
And
too,
I remember
man.
that shit disappeared for like years unless you had that shit on VHS.
Right, yeah.
And I think like it was
man.
maybe like 2005, 2006. They
Yeah.
brought the shit back out on DVD.
Yeah, man.
And I remember I went and got that shit the very first
Yeah,
day. And I was like, yo, I'm about to watch Delirious
Yeah.
for the first time in like
20 years,
You
yeah,
know what
man.
I'm saying?
Held up.
Yeah, I mean, anytime that shit come on, on cable, whether it be Raw, Delirious,
Like
you know what
Raw
I mean?
is funny,
I got
but
that shit on my
Delirious
D-
for
I got
me
that shit on
is
my
like-
DVR.
That's
It's
what
my,
I'm
it's
doing.
like
Now
it's
that
still
everybody
my
got
all-time
Fire Stick,
favorite.
you
Like,
can pull every goddamn thing.
I can watch that shit now and like it's like I still genuinely laugh.
Yeah, man.
Like the
Same.
very first fucking time. Like nigga,
Yeah.
to me when he tells the story about Aunt Bunny and,
Oh,
and,
man.
and Uncle Gus, you know what I'm
My
saying?
shoe.
Falling down the stairs. And that nigga said niggas did your kids,
Gus.
nigga. Gus, your fucking kids. They fucking what he call them
Goony
motherfucker?
goo-goo.
Goony
Goony
goo-goo.
goo-goo.
Goony
Goony
I
goo-goo.
seen your fucking kids. That nigga said, I seen your fucking kids put his face in the fucking water and came up with a fucking fish in his mouth. What the nigga? Like that shit was fucking hysterical to me. You know what I'm saying?
fantastic.
So
man. Blew my mind.
my question is, you being a comedian, like
Yeah.
who do you think is like one of the best comedians out there? Because like there's like big talks about Eddie Murphy is still this. Know what I mean? Richard Pryor is still that. You know what I mean? Mike Epps is this. Know what I mean? And then now you have Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like different time frames
I'ma tell you,
and I mean
man.
social media and stuff like that changes a lot of things.
Yeah.
Know what I mean, as far as numbers go. And
would you
know what I mean?
still want to see Eddie Murphy do stand up?
Hell yeah, nigga.
Yeah,
This
of
shit
course.
fucking crazy.
Of course. I mean, why not? But I would tell you this.
I would love to see Eddie.
But you know what's
Martin
so funny?
Lawrence, know what I mean? Like some people have
Yeah.
their gems.
I'm gonna say something controversial. I don't know if it's controversial. That was a bit much. Let me step. It's fine. But I saw something on YouTube. They showed Eddie Murphy. He has on like a white suit, and he was doing this comedy competition. So it was material that was on his first album. It's called Eddie Murphy, and he has a red rose.
I remember that shit.
It was material from that, and I'd never seen him perform that. So I was like watching that, and he was, I think, 20 years old, 19, 20, doing it, and I was watching it, and I told my wife while I was watching, I go, I see why he stopped doing comedy. Like, it's something that he was good at, but I don't feel like it was his first choice. Like, do
you think he wanted to be more of an actor?
or musician, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like it all has to do with first choice, like how you, because there are some people who went to like drama school and they studied acting, and that's their first love, and then they not getting, and they may get on a hit show, but they can make more money doing stand up, so then they come over and do stand up, and they're good, but it's not their first.
I think,
Their
but I
first
say, you
pass
know what I mean?
or
I think some people, they use certain things as a tool to get to where they
Yeah.
want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like with Eddie, he was like, okay, I'm good at this. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I love Richard Pryor. So know what I mean? I'm kind of going to be like Richard. You know what I mean? I'm going to do it my own fucking way.
Yeah.
But then once I get to where I want to be, I probably really want to start singing. Know what I mean? But then after singing, it's like, yo, I'm really good at acting. You know what I'm saying? And then that kind of takes
And
you
at the
into a whole
time,
nother.
he was a fresh face. He was
Yeah.
he
19,
was,
bro, like
he was
gotta think his
something.
mind.
He was something new. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
that was the first part of the hip hop era.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So he was like the birth of hip hop, whether he want to admit it or not. But like, you know what I'm saying? He was the first like hip hop form of comedian. You know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Like for our generation.
So it's like okay, so Eddie Murphy for his time, it's sort of like Jordan and LeBron. You know what I mean? Like of their time. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy didn't have social media and stuff like that.
right.
Now we're in the social media age, you know what I mean? And Kevin Hart has that. You know what I'm saying? Even though Kevin is funny as fuck,
Right.
you know what I mean? But that also helps out a lot of different things. Would you agree with that?
So social media, of course. I was just thinking in my head too, like more about Eddie. It's like he is older, like comedy. Like you were naming basketball people. Like
Would you say he's the GOAT? Like
would I say Eddie's the GOAT?
yeah.
Greatest of all time?
or are you gonna say Richard?
I didn't discover Richard until I was later. I would say, all right, it depends on
Did
what
you
you're
grow up
measuring
on
it.
Eddie?
I grew up on Eddie and Cosby, believe it or not. Like I had teachers that would play.
I have 5.
If we
Children.
How was it for you when you? How was it for you when you met Bill Cosby?
Oh, yeah.
on Arsenio. Was that the first time you met Bill Cosby? When he was on Arsenio?
I met Bill, a gentleman named Louis Dix. Shout out to Louis Dix.
With a last name. Like, I wonder how that was growing up.
Hilarious. I know. That's why he's funny. He's funny, man. man. He used to tell Dr. Cosby about me, and I didn't know that because so one time there was this controversial thing that before the current thing, Bill Cosby told somebody to pull their pants up and made this big speech, and Michael Eric Dyson wrote a book calling Cosby elitist. So Cosby spoke at the Black Bookstore. They put up a tent in Leimert Park, and like 1,200 people came, and he broke down like what he was saying, right? And I went to this thing, and Louis Dix comes in, and he sits right next to Bill and tells Bill, that's the guy I was telling you about. And Bill said, sit right here next to me. And so I sit next to Cosby the whole time while he's shaking everybody's hand that came to speak.
Wow.
And so he was whispering to me, he would say something to me like, look at the head on this one. Hey, how you doing, sir? Talk to shake the hand, and then they would ask, man, Dr. Cosby, how can I get to? And when he would be like, he would do his hand like this, that means your time with him was up. He was like, call Casey Lemons. And then he would do his hand like that. And this one brother came up and he was like, God, Dr. Cosby, I want to thank you for paying for this surgery, for this drum. And Cosby was like, shh. He goes, nah, man, for real, man, I got his drums in the car, brother. I just want to give them to me. I don't need the drums. I got 5 sets of drums. Just donate them to a museum. And the brother was like, oh, man, that dude stuck around.
Sounds like that thing.
Cosby had, he had the Fruit of Islam security and the cops, right? And at the end, I was going to leave. He goes, no, come with me. And so we stand up, and that brother who was there earlier, he comes over to Cosby, and the Fruit of Islam sets up. Cosby, no, I don't. I talked to him. And the brother was my height, and Cosby's head was like at his chest. He was like, man, I don't know why you want to take these drums. Cosby said, I told you. He's low talking. I got 5 sets of drums. And he literally did that. He did that. He said drums. Five. He goes. I got a set from Count Basie. I got a set from da-da-da. Like he broke it down. He goes, and then he goes, I told you to put them in a what? And that dude goes, he dropped his head. He goes, a museum. Like that. Cosby did his hand like this, shook his hand. I was like,
that's
wow.
That's it, motherfucker. It's over. Get the fuck
You forget
out.
He from Philly. You forget. And he really like, and so.
He's acting. I mean, he's a comedian. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
He ain't never slipped you with the Mickey Ficky, did he?
Nah. Then I woke up 3 weeks later. Why am I sore? No.
How'd you feel about that when
you know how I felt about it?
When you seen all that come out, man?
I mean, you know how I felt about it. I can tell you how I felt about it. Do you remember in Malcolm X when Brother Malcolm found out the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was not as honorable as
yeah. After he came back from Islam, yeah.
And he found out he was doing all the other stuff and all these. That's how I felt. I felt like, fuck, man, he was my Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like, he gave me some nuggets about business, about self-worth, about like just how, and he was like an example about what it's like to walk in this America with that color skin and.
But you want to know, even though he's allegedly, accused for certain things and stuff like that, he still dropped knowledge on you that was still beneficial to
That's what I'm saying.
What I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's the complexity. Like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad helped Malcolm X. He dropped so much knowledge on him to get to. But then when you find out, before Malcolm said any word, he always said the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us.
Exactly.
Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us.
Yeah.
And then when you find out, like, he's like,
shit, I
so
can't
he
say
had to
Bill Cosby
leave.
taught me. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like one of those things where, like, Bernie Mac used to say, I was born alone, I'ma die alone. And it was just one of those things where it's like, yo, you got to be your own man. Like, that man had his things, and it was just one of those things where you go,
And
yeah, man.
And I'm glad you said that because I always want to share with people.
Lucas.
It's like that's why you don't put people on a pedestal.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Because it's like at any point in time, man can let you down. God never will.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Human
so
nature.
it's just like, yo, listen, even though they're your idol, even though they do everything that you want to do, understand that they're still human.
Yeah.
And people are flawed. That's what we need to understand. People have flaws no matter how good you are at your craft and what you do. People have flaws. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Nobody's perfect, man.
Nobody's perfect. But that's why nobody shocks me. When I hear shit like I can be shocked by nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like, damn. Like sometimes like, yo, that nigga, but guess what? At the end of the day, that nigga still another motherfucking nigga just like everybody else.
It created a conversation in America where it's like, you were like, oh man, this dude was a predator. Like he picked.
But I also feel like, listen,
sad.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I feel a little bit both ways because I also feel like, yo, at that time, those women kind of knew what they were getting.
Yeah, I mean, like everybody was doing that drug. You know what I mean? It's like people taking ecstasy nowadays. It's like you know what you're doing. Now, I mean, excuse me. Now, I mean, like you know what you're doing. Now, I mean, so like it's kind of like if you take X, right? You don't know that you're gonna end up fucking somebody that night, but I mean, but once you take that drug, I mean, and you know that you're taking that drug, I mean, you just might so happen to start to feel somebody.
But that's the thing. A lot of his victims didn't know they were taking that drug. Look, so that's where it becomes a crime.
Yeah.
Yo, man, when they tell their stories, they're like, he said, take these are your friends.
Some of them chicks went back.
Yeah,
like if you woke, hold on, listen.
Back, it's like,
listen, if you woke up and you like that nigga touched me, and you're not going back,
yeah, you know what I mean. You wanted that, you wanted that. Know what I mean, like I mean, a lot of them.
This was the 70s.
You know, I mean, some of them is fucked up, but a lot of them, you know what I mean. A lot of them is like they even clowned about it on the show and was like, you know what I mean, just give him a little shot of that, and then next thing you know, know I mean, they talked about it in the 70s about that shit like it was a good thing to do. That's like smoking fucking weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? But back then, everybody was fucking doing it.
It's like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Sometimes, listen, I'm not saying what Cosby did was right.
Not at all.
It's like this. It's like this. Some of them hoes woke up and realized I don't want to be a hoe no more.
Yeah, but
that's what I felt like. Like you know what?
30 years later,
I was a hoe. And I don't want to be a hoe no more.
Yeah, but
and he took advantage of me when I was being a hoe.
Man,
and that's what that shit was. I'm sorry,
man.
Listen, and not all of them are like that. But a good majority of them bitches just didn't want to be hoes no more. And Cosby took advantage of them when they was in a hoe state. And that's all it was.
Let me ask you a question real quick. So working
I hope I don't get you in trouble with your wife.
No, I just you know.
Listen. On
real shit.
On Everybody Hates Chris.
Right.
Like Terry Crews, right?
Yeah.
Terry Crews, like
one of the greatest people ever.
Yo, this dude is funny as shit. Like, do you think?
Funny off camera.
You think he should be like a stand-up comedian type shit? Like, yo, this motherfucker seems like especially like
be a stand-up
no. I understand that, but on like, I mean, the shit that we see that he does, like, he's like a big fucking comedy teddy bear and shit, like, especially like on White Chicks. When he started doing all that motherfucking crazy, yeah, he's a funny.
You can say I say he's funny, but he's not a comedian.
I mean, but you don't know, so that's why I'm asking him.
There's a difference in being funny and being a comedian.
I'll tell you, Terry did my first comedy special, Anonymous. He flew in on his own dime and introduced me in South Bend, Indiana. And doing stand-up is a different muscle, man. But that dude, off camera sitting next to him, will say some of the funniest shit. But like then to have the muscle to be able to like recreate that on stage
and make it come across.
That's not really his thing. My cousin just wrote LMAO. They talking about whole regrets.
Whole regrets, like that.
Cousin Eddie, on everything, is one of the funniest dudes I know, man. This dude got a great show called The Honest Jerks. I hope they still do it on YouTube. But just
Honest Jerks, I'm gonna look them up.
He one of them cats, just off the cup, just so fucking funny to me, man. So, but Terry Crews is so completely funny. Like he
seemed like he a funny motherfucker, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I feel like the work that he's done up until this point has all, you know, he's made all of it better by what he brings to it. But he is going to get that project that will showcase like all of his. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I think
a lot of stuff is like he's fitting into. He's a big dude that does
exactly. I think that makes him even more funny because he's so big and he's funny. So it's like, how the hell this big mean looking motherfucker is funny as shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's so funny, man.
I first moved out here in 1999, right? And so I didn't have any. I mean, money dwindled very quickly.
That's what happened.
I wasn't ready for Hollywood, and so I ended up doing the little fill-in shows where you
clapping. Yeah.
And so at the time, I went for American Gladiator, and Terry Crews was like the bad guy. Yeah. So he was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He's fucking shit up. And so later on, when I started to see him, the nigga to being funny and shit, it's like, yo, this nigga's a whole different nigga because he was a bad guy. guy.
That was
on
acting.
American Gladiator. He really was. He really was.
acting,
But he's another one of those guys that, to my point earlier, he's honest. So
Right.
I mean, he's just an honest person with whatever his
Honesty
thing is.
goes a long way in life, period, but especially in Hollywood.
Dude.
Like you get so many people that lie. People want to be bigger than what they are. Tell you, oh, I can do this for you, and I can do that for you, and they can't really do shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because a lot of times now, like I've been out here for so long that people usually when they tell me a story, 9 times out of 10, I really don't believe it.
Yeah.
You just gotta give me something to make it to really actually
It's real.
verify what you're saying.
But you know who was a beast, like on everybody's Chris? Tashina Arnold.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's nothing she cannot do.
I mean, look, funny thing is, I remember seeing
Funniest
her.
woman.
I saw her at the shooting that day at American.
Gladiator. Dude, she talking about honest. Like when I first met her, I felt like she looked through my soul. Like she was like she was doing a quick judge real quick to see if I was bullshit.
That's Mike's friend at the shop.
I mean,
Mike
well, you know,
Yo,
they
she's dope, man.
they they
Dope.
run Zen out here in Hollywood. They've already out here. Make sure y'all go to Zen.
Oh yeah.
But,
So real quick, we want to get into real quick before we close out. We got a couple things we want to talk about, like things that you got coming up. I know you're gonna be on Laugh Mob this fall.
Laugh Mob Laugh Tracks.
Laugh,
Yeah.
It got our boy G playing a cop in one of the stories that
he
you
playing
tell
a cop
too.
in the story I tell about having a black wife and how her. It's funny.
And you also too, you're gonna be on some sitcom.
Let him tell us what the fuck, nigga. You asked him, nigga. Like,
I have the information, so
I mean, you have it, but let him tell us. He
I
can
know
give us
he's
a little
gonna
more
be on
detail, nigga.
Freeform on All Alone.
I'm gonna be on Alone Together. Yeah, my man Benji and Esther. They have a sitcom on. Oh wow. Oh thank you. Yeah.
I got you, my nigga.
I was just like, what do I do next? I'm old. Yeah, I'm gonna be on this show called Alone Together. I did it with Benji and Esther. It was dope. I love those two. They're two very funny comics. They got their own show on Freeform this summer. This fall, I'm gonna be on Laugh Mob Laugh Tracks. I'm doing the Montreal Comedy Festival this July 25th through 29th.
That's coming up real soon.
Yeah, man. I was a new face in 2002 with Cat Williams, man, and I haven't been back since.
But you said you got a funny story about
Yeah, man.
We got look. Could we make it real quick?
Yeah, I can make it real quick. They give you per diem money, and back then in 2002, how old was I? 16 years, 16 minus, I don't know, 30. Yeah,
16 minus
no,
30.
28. I was 28. And I was 28 years old, per diem money, 27, 28. And I was buying this girl drinks. Beautiful French Canadian Haitian Canadian Haitian girl, long flowing hair, and was doing my little game, whatever, buying her drinks. Talking on the phone when I get back from Montreal. She was like, "Baby, I miss you. I wanted to come see you." I go, "Oh, cool, yeah, come through." So then she goes, "I got my tickets," and I was like, "Oh wow, you bought your own ticket?" Yeah, I come in August. I leave September.
Damn, are you staying for a whole goddamn month?
Yeah, 6 weeks. B, she came, and I told myself I never lived with the woman. Let me see how this will be. And she came, long flowing hair, and I'm like, y'all gotta see this girl. She my complexion, this beautiful hair. This is crazy. And then one time she was sleeping in my bed, and she slept on her back, and the glue from her weave gave out, and her hair just went.
Oh shit!
I was like, oh, she got me. That shit just went like that, and it was just with her snore. Like a cartoon.
Nah, yo. Are you serious? So that bitch was snoring hard as hell. This shit, like,
man, the glue. Yep. And I was like, God damn, she got me. And so yeah, per diem money. That's what happened to me.
God damn, yo.
Yeah, I'm excited about going back, man. I cannot wait.
All right, so if you are in Montreal or in New York and close to Montreal, please go out to the Laughs Comedy Festival, July 25th through the 29th, just for laughs.
Yeah.
And check out my man Owen Wilson. So,
Owen Smith, nigga, what the fuck?
Listen,
nigga, Owen Wilson got a motherfucking broke nose, nigga. Are you serious?
Drunk. Listen, blame it
dare
on the
you.
alcohol.
I should just change my name to that dude.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Owen Smith Live.
Owen Smith.
Listen,
the nigga's last name is the same as mine. Listen,
How the fuck? Exactly. So how the fuck you fuck
nigga, I messed that up. I've been
fucking
drinking. I'm sorry.
Right at the end of the show, you've been calling this nigga Owen Smith the whole fucking show, and then you gonna call this nigga Owen Wilson to close it out, nigga?
Avion's got me on the flight.
Yeah, let me see that shit, man. Let me get another shot. Let me see that.
No, nigga.
It was going great too. I was like,
Get a shot, nigga. I can't get a shot.
I do apologize.
that's all right. That's all right.
Let me get that.
No, nigga, I'm not giving you no more of my liquor. You
Don't
drink
give
your
me
own
no more
shit.
liquor.
No,
Oh,
nigga.
that was
What
fun.
the fuck, nigga?
That was
Anyway,
fun, y'all.
so I do want to thank you for coming
Thank you,
through, bro. I
fam.
really appreciate it,
My
man.
man. That
You
was
know what I'm
great,
saying?
man.
So,
Owen
hey,
Smith.
Yeah.
Owen Smith.
That's
My
F.
apologies. Owen Smith. Tell the people where they can follow you on Instagram.
Owen Smith for real, not Owen Wilson. Owen Smith for real. I'll be hosting the lesbian parade.
The Thursday after the gay parade.
After the gay parade. You know what I'm saying? First annual. And Owen Smith for real. I'm on all those joints. Instagram, Facebook. And my website is owensmithlive.com.
All right, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate you for coming through again.
man.
This has been another episode of Barbershop Talk Like This. I'm your host, Trey the Barber.
And it's your boy Dicethebarber.
And we out this bitch.
Trey Wilson.
Peace.